And we're putting head-to-head 2020 lockdown versus 2021 lockdown. So 2020 lockdown, let me just take you back, boys. It was late March. You know, we didn't really know what coronavirus was. Still thought it was related to the beer, to be honest, until about June 2020. But we're at home. I was quite happy. Didn't have to get up at 6 o'clock every morning to go to work. Get up at 9 a.m., roll out of bed. I was pretty happy with 2020 lockdown. And then that lasted for about 3 months. We got out of it. And then we all thought, smooth sailing. We're out in the woods, get the vaccine. I'll be in Ibiza next year, And then here we are, 2021 June, July. Looks like we'll be here until October from the looks of it. And let's just say things are not as fine and dandy as they were in the 2020 lockdown. So we're going to
kill me now.
We'll get to that, Manny, soon. So we've got a few metrics here to pit these two lockdowns head to head, and I'm going to get your opinions on which one has done better or worse. So the first one is Zoom parties / virtual gaming. I know last night we did do some virtual poker, but, in the grand scheme of things, I feel like 2020 lockdown was a lot more heavy in the, oh, hey guys, let's do some virtual drinks, or let's catch up, let's do some games nights, blah, blah, blah. I feel like 2020 lockdown was a lot more, I think it was just the novelty of it, right? And
that was the prime. It was in 2020. Like every night, someone's like, yeah, let's play some, code names. Let's play some Scribblio. I was like, absolutely, I'm down. Get me on it. We've been invited like 4 weeks in a row, and I've said no 3 times.
Why is it, bro? Why all of a sudden? What's changed?
The same game, bro. It's the same game. I can only draw Earth so many times.
I think 2020 takes this out with ease, because 2021, if someone's asked me to play games, no bingo.
I'm messaging Kush on the side, please, let's play Warzone tonight so I have an excuse not to fucking play.
That's literally all it is. I was just about to say, 2021, you're denying it because we're hopping on the streets of Verdansk. That's why.
All right, so 2020, we'll take that one out quite simply. Next up is TikTok addiction. So I think TikTok is when, so like in the 2020 lockdown is when TikTok really blew up, I guess, with people our age. I guess with the younger kids, I guess they were already on the TikTok, but people our age is when, that first lockdown when you had fuck all else to do, TikTok really, really blew up. But I didn't actually jump on last year. I was still against it. I thought it was some Chinese propaganda.
Which you still might not be wrong about. Like, let's be honest. You still might not be wrong about.
And it seemed like just a lot of jailbait and a way to get arrested very quickly. So I decided not to get on in 2020. I got on it in 2021. But I know you, maybe not Ro, maybe not you so much, but I think Cushion, I know Manny was doing full-time hours on TikTok in 2020.
All right, I'm going to say this much. I remember before March 2020, I was on TikTok and I'm like, fellas, just not you three, everyone. I'm like, fellas, this is a great app. Hop on it. Spat in my face, all of yous.
I did. I'll put my hand up. I did it.
It's a kids app. It's disgusting. All that. March, lo and behold, most of you's on it. Addicted, dare I suggest. Now come this lockdown, now we even have Sen addicted. So,
big time.
Who was right?
We're creators. And dare I say that 2020 lockdown, that was prime for the critical banter.
That is true.
Prime.
I remember that one afternoon. I'm like, boys, TikTok's hopping on. Let's get on it. And did that change our lives? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it did.
I checked my screen hours, my screen time for 2020.
Yeah.
10 minutes per day on average. So like you, Sen, I was a late adopter.
Yeah.
Did not rate TikTok. 2021 daily average for last week, 2.6 hours.
Only for TikTok. That's rookie numbers.
That's a big jump, though. That's a really big jump.
Mate, that's like 26x.
You always look through everything in terms of gains and losses now, don't you?
Look at the year-on-year growth. Yoy.
Earlier on, like a few weeks ago, I was doing like disgusting hours on TikTok, like 11 hours a day or something. It was getting it was getting
11
concerning.
hours.
How? So that means you're whipping out TikTok at work.
For if any of my co-workers are listening, no, of course not. I wouldn't do that.
He was whipping out work while he was doing TikTok.
I'm too scared to like bring out TikTok at work just because I don't know what's going to come up on my feed. Like the feed is just unreal half the time. Like the most random shit comes up.
Do you mean like when you're physically in the workplace, Kush?
Yeah, physically in the workplace.
No, you silly goose. As we've established, I barely went into the office.
Well, the days that you went though.
No, days when I went, I had zero.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's few and far between.
Exactly.
An outlier.
So are we saying this is an equal tie then for TikTok addiction? It's just been
2020 for me.
For me, 2021, I
Yeah,
must
for me,
say.
2021.
But I feel like us four, it's rare for 2021 to be higher than 2020. I feel
That's
like
true. It
most
did-
people, 2020
2020.
was the peak.
All right, so we'll give that one to 2020. Next one up is alcoholism. Something near and dear to all of us, as we've established as well.
2020 didn't do a lot of drinking. Had the occasional Pinot, you know. Now
Refuse to have
it's
virtual drinks, to be honest.
I refuse.
back in
I
those
did.
days.
I actually did. But now it is a G&T, and I can't sleep if I don't have it.
Oh no!
Whenever we're playing some games, Ro's like 3 is the ideal amount. And then when we hop off, I message him and I'm like, "How's your head?" He's like, "Brother, it's spinning. I'm in bed."
But Ro, your performance has improved.
Oh, exponentially.
Your game sense has improved. So dare I say,
enable this behavior.
Do you find that it helps you sleep?
No, I mean, that was a joke. I just
Oh.
enjoy having the G&T now. Like, just one a night, you know, after I finish dinner, sipping on it while I'm watching videos or playing games. It's a nice
Nothing wrong with
little... I mean, nothing wrong with it yet. But if you see me under a bridge saying, you know, with a silver bag or a brown paper bag as well, there might be some trouble.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I didn't do much drinking in the 2021. 2021, you know, I've dabbled a bit here and there, and I found that it's helped me with the sleep. You know, one drink, sleep like
Oh,
a baby.
Oh dear.
Maybe I'm the only one on this, but what about you? Well, I know Kush doesn't drink just at the best of times, so
I just don't drink by myself at home. I don't see the point at all.
With the boys, virtually, sir.
Then just make up a virtual rum and coke. Or the whole
come
thing's a
off it,
fad
Kush,
anyway.
come off. Kush just scared he's going to buy another Husbullah shirt if he starts drinking.
Oh, that's the thing. I don't see the point of drinking if you're by yourself. I don't get it.
I'm doing it because I need to drink, not because, you know, not for the social aspect.
that part I don't get.
No, I just started enjoying the taste of like liquor a lot more. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I never used to enjoy G&Ts or like rum and cokes properly. Like, I liked it, but I'm really starting to get into different types of gin. You know,
I'd understand, Ro, if it was like scotch or a healthy whiskey, but G&T, there's no taste.
There's no calories.
I back him on this. I used to hate it as well until the other day Rohit's like, I'm on G&Ts. And I'm, what are you doing? G&Ts taste like piss. It's like, just try it. And it turns out I had gin. I had tonic at home. Gave it a little whip. Oh, wow.
I think 2021 takes this out
I think so, too.
easily.
No, instead of a 4 p.m. tea, you just crack open the single malt whiskey. All right, so next up is the toilet paper and panic buying. I think comfortably 2020 wins this. I don't think we've seen any kinds of panic buying in the last few months.
No,
Or,
there
last few weeks.
was a day or two. We have a
In that
friend that
one
works
day.
at a supermarket, and that 1
Yeah.
or 2 days it was mayhem.
Was
but you're right, it was a mini version of 2020.
Dude, people were legit like brawling in like Woolies, like fighting over toilet paper last year.
I think in 2020 as well, like Coles and Woolies had to suspend their online delivery service because they got way too much. They actually couldn't do it. Now it's like they're going pretty strong, but like that's how bad it was back then.
Have we moved forward as a society, you reckon?
No.
Or-
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't think so.
I think in 2021, just everyone lost their livelihood, so no one could afford toilet paper anymore.
But what's wrong with the good old just water? Just water up the asshole.
B-Day.
Yeah, the B-Day.
There's absolutely nothing wrong. Dare I say it's cleaner? It's more efficient.
Exactly, and you save money. You don't have to buy toilet paper. Just wipe your asshole, bro, with some water. It's easy. But we will give that one to 2020. Next up is anti-vax sentiment. So obviously we had the protests here in Sydney yesterday where tens and thousands of idiots went out protesting. To be honest, what were they protesting? Was it lockdown? Was it
Freedom,
vaccine?
Senny. They're freedoms.
Mm.
My body, my choice.
So was it the vaccine?
It was everything.
I think it's all of
everything
that.
to do with
It was
COVID.
Okay,
I saw someone
right.
ranting about bloody the QR codes. How there should be an end to QR codes. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to what the hell they were protesting about.
To be honest, like last year when they floated the idea of the vaccine, like in 2020, like I swear there was I didn't hear a peep from like anti-vax people. Most people seem pretty keen, like, oh yeah, get the vaccine, we can go overseas, blah blah blah. And then in the last few months, like, because I think they started floating the idea of
Because
like,
we've lived without the vaccine. You know, New South
Yeah.
Wales, Sydney, we've
with
lived.
a taste of freedom.
We had taste of freedom without the vaccine, and now all of a sudden they say you need the vaccine. Gladys, come off it. Conspiracy.
And they don't want to do another lockdown. And then these window lickers outside, they step out and they decide, like, you know what? We're going to protest for anything they want. as long as
How-
there's freedom involved.
How should we punish the people who went to the protest? Because I saw some radical ideas being thrown around.
This is Kush's speciality, Kush.
Cluster strike, 400-meter radius. Let's wipe them all out, fellas.
All right. So with the anti-vax sentiment, I think we'll comfortably say 2021 wins that one. This one's a big one. Just in general, frustration, anger, mental disintegration, boredom, suicidal thoughts if Manny wants to go into that.
Hey, that was a joke, to be clear. Just before I get dubbed into any sort of mental health service, that was a joke. Maybe. That was a joke.
2020, no mental health issues.
No, none whatsoever.
2021, beyond bloomy.
100% with
The
you
four
on
of
that.
us, please.
There was
My
something
mind
fun.
and body are trapped in a prison. This is a cry for help.
And why was it? Why was there no, suicidal thoughts last year, Ro?
It was just because there was a very clear plan. Lockdown is from here to here. 2 months, you're going to be in the trenches. It's going to be tough. Now it's like, 2 weeks. Oh, jokes, haha, 4 weeks. Jokes, haha, 8 weeks. There's no end in sight. It's like it's literally a prison sentence, except at least with a prison sentence, I know when it's going to end.
The goalposts keep moving with this one, and it's like Delta, and then now Lambda variant, Alpha, and the fucking different strains coming up every week. The Bankstown variant, the Fairfield variant. Don't go outside. Assume everyone has COVID. Like, what? How can you
Right.
survive with this? But no, I do think, this year is a lot more worse than last year. If you are listening to this, please get us some help. And finally, lockdown novelty. I think clear winner here. Last year, like we said, it was fun. I'm going to put it out there. 2020 lockdown was genuinely fun.
Aligned.
I enjoyed
It was a break from 20, 21, 22 years of non-stop. Whereas I'm ready to go now, and they've stopped me again.
2020, plenty of novelty there. Like I had a competition with my brothers. We cooked a meal each night, had a little bit of a MasterChef sort of thing going on. I'd rate his dishes, he'd rate mine. Lots of fun going on there. But then 2021, I'll tell you what, the novelty has well and truly worn off.
Is it the novelty, or is your family now in tatters?
Like last year, you could paint, you're doing puzzles, stuff like that, family games nights, stupid shit like that. And now
2020
the side
TikTok
of my
was so
family.
much better, bro. Oh, Dalgona coffee, take me back. Those eras. Say so. Oh my God, that was an unreal period of time.
So again, this one will go to 2020 lockdown. So I think in general, 2020 lockdown was just a lot more enjoyable period of our lives.
I don't think we needed to do this segment to realize that statement.
To be honest, 3 more weeks of virtual recording and I'm ready to start protesting as well, bro. Get me out of here.